Two centuries ago, the French, French, France, French, right? French, right? I'm native English. I'm not native English speaker. No.
No, God!
Because
No,
it is
please!
simple example.
This is the end. But then they turn the page and
I forget the word. An expression "I love you" in English, but in Russia we can say like "Oh, you, I love." Like that.
But it doesn't matter. Just a lot more than in Russian.
Especially with this language, all of the people, many people, vast majority of people. Hello, my teacher.
Well, hello, Murat, and hello, everybody.
Yeah, today will be unusual episode of my videos. Today, I'm gonna create some video with like open classes, open lesson, and you will see how I, can not I, but my teacher conduct our speaking lesson, because now I try to focus on not only, but I think 90% of my time focusing only on the speaking and reading and writing and grammar. I do it by myself, but speaking I need some partner. That's why I conduct the meeting with my teacher. Okay, let's get started, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get started. For today, I've chosen some, random topics, but these are the ones that, interest me in this or that way. They're absolutely random, as I have said, yes. So the first one will be about, English. The second one will be about, some general stuff of our life. So don't be surprised if we switch, from one direction to another, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to begin our today's meeting with, on the one hand, simple, but on the other hand, very difficult question. Yeah, we all here have gathered, yes, and we probably learn English, yes. You, Murat, are doing it right now. I'm doing it, yes. And I would like to ask you, is English easy to learn? Of course, we do not have, this vast experience of learning other languages, but still, we have some knowledge and maybe small, experience in other ones. So for you, English, is it easy to learn it? Because it's vastly concerned that, it's vastly known that English is one of the easiest languages to learn. Is it true to you?
I have to start with a fact that I have been learning English more than 20 years, and it won't be so true if I say that it will be easier or difficult, because it was a long process, and I think that all of things we have to know by comparison. And unfortunately, I don't have any another experience to compare this language with another language. And now I have to, like admit to my audience, and I think you know about my my plan to learn French. One of the reason to understand that, first of all reason, yeah, to understand how it learns. And I know the some, pattern how to learn English or language and English fastly, quickly. And I would like to implement all of my knowledge to this language. And after that, I think I will be able to compare English with another language. And now with my experience right now, what I have right now, I think it is not so difficult if you compare. I think with Russian, I think, but I'm native English. I'm not. I'm not native English speaker, but I am. I'm a native Russian speaker. That's why this is pretty good. But all of the people, many people, vast majority of people, tell me that this is one of the difficult language. I mean, Russian language, and yeah, I think it's much easier. I mean, English, because we have a lot of materials, a lot of books, audios, videos. I think we have too much material. This is another kind of coin. I mean, another sign of coin, because to have a lot of too much materials, it's you have to find the good materials. This is like a problem right now. Yeah, but anyway, I think this is I think much easier than other language.
So there should be a reason why this language is #1 in the world, yes, because it's an official language, yes, in political meetings and other official, and among higher ups, yes. But is there another reason for it being #1? I mean, can we consider that its easiness is one of the reasons why it's #1? And what are the other reasons?
Yeah, I'm not sure that the easiest, that this is language easier, and this is the reason why it's like a #1 of using. I think the first reason is like heredity, like the another word of heredity. Legacy.
Legacy, yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. About your question. Yeah. I think the language easier, but this is not the reason why the one of the top language and frequently uses language. I think one of the biggest reason why it's that this is that the legacy of British Empire and American, like not empire, but policy that influences of American culture. This is in fact that all of the well-known fact that American and British, I think this is like the not half, but no, the one of the biggest and influences country right now in the world. And other country who speaks in English, Australia and Canada and a lot of other countries. I think this is one of the reasons, because America and British, they are winners in our our closest history. I mean 2-3 centuries ago. But I think we know that maybe 2 centuries ago, the French, French, France, French, right?
French.
French, right? French language was one of the frequency used language at that time, and maybe 1 or 2,000 years ago it was a Latin, right? And this is not temporary, but we live in the time when language, English language, the most frequently used. I think the reason, when I mentioned before, this is legacy of British and American culture and empire.
So there will be, or will there be? It's a question. Yes, will there be a time when English won't be an official language? It will be replaced by some other one.
Yeah,
will it happen?
This is a difficult question. It depends on the of our future history. I think one of the second reason what it can be like Chinese, maybe Russian. I don't know. This is a highly unlikely it will be Russian, especially in this situation right now. But I think it will be like a Chinese. One of the reasons, because there are a lot of population, like maybe 20%, maybe like something like that in overall population on our world. Difficult question. I think my generation and my son and my grandson will be living in the environment where English will be dominant language.
Yeah, I guess that a couple of our future generations will definitely live in this area, I would say, in this age of English, if you can call it this way. Yeah, but everything has its own end. And I guess definitely at some point in the distant future, English will be replaced, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know. Maybe we don't know, but maybe in the future there will be only like one language, yes, right, universal one, yes, for everybody.
Yeah. I thought about it. I think the tendency.
Would you like to be this way?
I don't know. I think all of the situations have a constant bronze, and I think it's cool to have the unique language, and this is like a legacy of your culture. But I think I don't know, to the development, I think I don't know. I think it's much better to have one language, because you don't need to waste of time to learn another language, what I do right now, and other people. Some of them have incredible abilities to, like, I don't know, create something cool, things like a paint, maybe, to, I don't know, like maybe they are talent of the math, or I don't know, another kind of scientific subject, but they don't know English language, and they are in the some little space. They are like tight, right, in these spaces, and they don't they can't find the solution to express their feeling, knowledge, and to give to their knowledge to the world, because of they don't know language, like an English language, or I don't know, French, Chinese. And but just imagine another situation, if they know like one language, like they don't need to spend time and effort to express emotion or express feeling, express the thoughts in another language. They just do it like naturally. It's much easier. This is like a one more barrier to, I think, to development right now. But this is a like a I forget the word. Superficial, поверхностный. Superficial.
Yeah.
Superficial.
I thought you were going to say that this is a tricky question.
Yeah.
Because we don't know the answer. Let's just imagine the situation that, okay, this language, world official language exists. Will it make people closer to each other? Will some of the conflicts be resolved? I mean, not all of them, but still, will people be more closer to each other if they have only one language?
Yeah, I think, yeah. To have a common feelings, if this is what unite us. Yeah, definitely not most of them, but I think at least half of our problems will be solved. Because the people who talk another language, especially if this language don't know, we tend to to criticize and have some prejudice against this person. Yeah, I think I've never thought about it before, about to have some cons of like a pros, right? I forget what's yeah, advantage, disadvantages, right? And yeah, yeah, it will be one more advantage to have one language, one common language.
Okay, yeah, thank you. But for now, we have many of them, yes? And could you say what what do you dislike and what you like about Russian and English, both of these languages? Because Russian, yes, is our native one. Language, what am I saying? English, yes, we learn it. But still, we, not just like, but love, I would say, some things in Russian still. But something is more convenient, yes, in English. What are these things to you?
Yeah, just one of the thoughts crossed to my mind about your question, that I remembered some proverbs. Who don't know any other languages, such kind of person doesn't know even his own language. Yeah, and I agree with this expression that you have to try to at least not at least like you try to learn some another language to better understand your own language. And when I started learning English, and yeah, I've didn't realize that that the English the structure of sentences this have a special order. You have to use first of all noun, then verbs, and the other and adverbs, and the other kind of sentences like verbs or words. But in Russia, we don't have this rule. We can create some sentences without any orders, like simple simple example. All right, simple example. like a expression, well-known expression, "I love you" in English. But in Russia, we can say like, "Oh, you, I love, I you," and other variation of this.
Mhm.
It will be okay. Maybe it won't be so naturally, but it won't be like a mistake.
Yeah, it won't be a definite grammar mistake.
Yeah. Uh, you know, that's this is one of the things what I love in my
Mhm.
Russian. When I realized that this is coolest things in Russia. Um, yeah, but in English, what I like, I don't know. Maybe I like that they have a to compare with the Russian language. We don't have a we have only three times, like tenses, right?
Mhm. Yeah, tenses.
Yeah, tenses, like a future, present, and past.
Mhm.
But in English, they have 12 or more sentences, and I know that 12, but I think it's more than
Yeah, a bit
16.
more. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
16 maybe, right? Something like that.
But it doesn't matter. Just a
Yeah.
lot more than in
Yeah.
Russian, because some of my students, little ones, yes, when we begin our lessons, yes, they start, of course, with present simple, then it goes past simple, then future simple, and they think that this is the end. But
Yeah.
then they turn the page and 12, 14, 15 more.
Yeah.
And let's not forget that English also has active, yes, forms and passive forms. So it
Yeah.
adds even more.
Yeah, right. And to back to your question, to coolest thing in English, yeah, I think this is to realize that to you have a not only one on the past in general, but you have a past like to continuous, like and to like a past in general, like a past simple, like a past perfect, and present perfect, like a pretty past. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
And this is the coolest things, and I think this is after that I try to deep understand my native language, I mean Russian language, and now I'm preparing to the French language to know to learn this language, and I to create some curriculum, to create some list of words in French, and I noticed that I have a we have a lot of the similar words in French, and because some Russian words was borrowed from French, because I think you well known that the Russian language, no, in Russia maybe 2 centuries ago, French was like a second language in Russian Empire, like it will be like a uh, you know uh, feature, like a the higher class have like a have to know this language, because if you don't know, like it's like a English right now. Like if you know like a English, that's this is like a most of the people think that you are a highly educated person. Sometimes it's not true, but um, like a good stereotypes of people, and it 2 centuries ago it was like what I have right now in English. And to come back question, that this is the coolest thing, that to try to learn another languages. This is interesting, and like investigations, and yeah.
Uh, so these are the things that you have mentioned, yes, that you like about English and about Russian, yes. but what do you dislike about them? Because if you ask me, yes, for example, while I've been listening to you, I was thinking like, what do I dislike about English? The first thing that comes to my mind is articles. I guess a lot of people hate this, particular topic in English, articles, because there's no like system, there's no structure, yes, on how to use them. You just basically have to memorize it and simply know what to put in this situation and what to use in this situation. So yeah, to me, I guess articles, that's what comes to my mind first of all. But to you, what do you dislike about English and Russian?
Um, it's difficult to try to find some bad things. I think this is not politically correct to try to find in the foreign languages. Let me think about, first of all, in my native language. I don't know. I think I don't know. Maybe we will have a lot of bad words. I don't know how they say in English.
Curse words, yes.
Yeah. I think I don't know about. I tried to learn some of them. Of course, I know some of them in English, but I think in Russia we have a more colorful words to express all of the feelings, and I think I think at least English don't have this kind of hallmark, right? And yeah, this is one of the, I think, one of the coolest things, but I consider it not so cool because this is not good to use bad words in your daily life. I have a scene I use sometimes. Sometimes I use it when I don't need it, just to connect the some words. Yeah, this is like my scene. Yeah. About English, I think I think this is like I think they have a this hallmark have all of the other languages, not only English, but right now I'm focused on the collocation. In I'm curious why the people use some words in only this way. You haven't used some of your words in the different way, like a fast food. Like you have to use fast, this word, before food. You can't say you mustn't say like a quick food. This is prohibited. I think we have in the same things in Russia, but I don't notice it, of course. I think yeah. But for me it's like such kind of problem. But this is not like a bad things. This is like a feature of languages, and I don't try to consider. I just try to consider it like a difficult for me, and that's it.
So objectively, we cannot say that any language, not speaking about English or Russian, objectively, we cannot say that any language has disadvantages, yes? We can only say that it has its own features, yes?
Right.
And specifics.
Yeah.
But if we, speak about some disadvantages, it can only be applied to a person, yes, subjectively. Yeah.
Yeah.
You may dislike some things, I may dislike, but objectively, it's just a language. What can be bad, yes, or good about it? It just exists, and it has
Right.
own features. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we've settled the matter. Do you have anything to add upon this topic?
No.
No? Okay, so if you don't mind, we'll proceed to the next one, yes?
Yeah.
And I guess your viewers will be shocked, but we change the topic drastically, because now I would like to speak about the thing which, as I have mentioned already, yes, has bothered me for some time. I'm interested in your opinion on it. And the thing is,